Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to 2022 first edition. We ain't starting over. We live. He said 22. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to another edition of Coffee and Blood Podcast 2022. We gotta shake the dirt off. That's all. So we gonna start off.
You the only one dirty here.
To my left.
It's Neekcinco. What up? Happy 2022.
Shut the hell up.
Bringing it in with the new, out with the old. It's your boy B Great.
He said, dude.
Shut the hell up. Go ahead.
MC MoeBlak back again, 2022. Happy New Year's, everybody. Blessings.
You said black again? That kind of dope.
I probably said, I don't know. I said that.
I thought it was like a metaphor.
It's black.
Right?
Black again.
Black again. Yeah, I thought that was fire.
Oh, that was a good one. I like that.
That's the Eminem song, right?
Yeah. Guess who's black? Guess who's black? Guess who's black?
Oh, you might have to bring that back 2022.
Dude.
All right, let's get it started. We was all talking about
discussing older women, mature
shaking their ass
women
on TikTok.
and the metaverse
Okay, boo.
and all that.
Yeah, we could have segued into that.
What?
I think it's the end of the
Started with the old women, but
I thought we saw it, but either way.
that's how I.
But y'all still never came across those old women. I think you said you have, but the old women on TikTok.
Yeah.
It's not only old women though, it's older people. It just show people like TikTok is showing us like who people are or who people want to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Essentially who they want to be behind closed doors, who they see. You know what I'm saying? They see themselves. Because you see people who just dancing and just feeling free.
But you know,
it's a very judgmental place. TikTok is a very judgmental place, but
I feel like people care less about
exactly.
Because people are in the comfort
niggas
of
don't give a
wherever
fuck
they
about
at.
your judgment on TikTok. If anything, if you judge it on TikTok, you gonna get another video made from you connected to that comment calling you a dick. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
and now you're bashing even more for trying to be a bully on TikTok. Like,
I love that. I love that how they respond with the videos. It's definitely people. For me, it's people in their comfort zones like myself. Like when I do my little TikTok videos, I got like about 4 videos in total. I'm sitting at home, or somewhere in the car, and you could do that on Facebook. You could do that everywhere else for the most part. But the TikTok is just the setup and everything. So and the way you can edit the video. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like people just feel more comfortable.
Yeah, when you do it, I think the comfortability is definitely when you do it in a place where everybody's doing it.
Because we all know people do things behind closed doors that you don't see
all the time.
That's just
niggas is doing this type of shit for years.
Yeah.
Without putting it online. Everything you see now, all this dances and shit, and just skits. And all this other stuff, because I remember when I was younger, just writing, before the internet and stuff, writing skits and stories.
This is our era with...
That's what I'm saying. This is just us now, showing this shit.
Right. We had those prank ads. They're getting their views on YouTube, the popular videos, but not anybody can get popular.
I think it's evolution. Facebook exposed people. You know what I'm saying? Facebook got people used to being behind doors doing what they do. Now you got videos, like you said, more accessible, more easier to do. But
yeah, so to pretty much piggyback off that, everybody has been desensitized to some degree, even the older people. At first it's like, oh, don't put me on that book face and all that, and calling it all the wrong name. You know what I'm saying? So now, being that a lot of the older ones for one come from a different generation anyway. Now, you got grandmothers in their 40s and all that, whatever. You know what I mean? So that's like the 70s babies and the 80s babies, which you know what I mean. You got to look at it like that too.
Oh, dude.
So,
You know what that made me think of though? Yeah. Remember how just a couple years ago that joke started up imagine what the convalescent homes is going to be like when our generations start getting older. We just started to see it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it is.
I follow a page on TikTok, a convalescent page. Honestly, it's just a bunch of old people doing TikToks, and that shit is funny as fuck.
We starting here.
That shit is crazy.
You getting the 50-year-olds just twerking on TikTok. You getting the old people who are actually in convalescent homes on TikTok. I'm
telling you, they 70, 80 in that bitch. They dancing and they was doing Christmas skits and just. The men was wild. You know what I don't like though? about all over the internet. I personally just can't get over. I still don't like when men be. Okay, you know the wigs I kind of gave into a little bit. I kind of said okay.
Too feminine.
I kind of said okay. You know what, the wig because I put my hair out and I see different hairstyles that I like, and I'm like, all right. I can see men doing the skits with the wigs. They be funny, haha, cool. But I don't like when like niggas still be dressing up, like in the bikinis and all that stuff. I feel like it's just some things that we shouldn't do. And that convalescent page, they be doing that with the old men. They stop doing that with them old ass men in there, like making them dress up in bikinis and stuff. That shit ain't funny. But you know what I'm saying? But whatever.
Because I ain't trying to do that either. But in a sense, I try to find an understanding because it's like
that's too
you gotta
much.
look at it like this. If this was like a movie, you'd question it, but you question it less.
What you mean?
No, I get what he's saying.
So like if you've seen a dude in the movie, if you've seen like a person in a movie like this,
right?
Like,
Okay,
you know it's a dude that's weird, but you wouldn't question it as much as you doing it for like these cats who are doing it for the prison.
Right.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
And like
I mean, like, oh, look at this fool.
I'm pretty sure some of them.
I guess it's that versus like listen to the person
saucy.
getting the bag. Like that person's getting the bag for that, and you're like just looking.
Because you out here just looking saucy for the frizzy and shit like that, or acting crazy for the frizzy, but but
the frizzy is free.
Well, realistically, you gotta know in your head that not all of them are saucy or nothing like that.
Fact. I ain't gonna say, but they be moving wild zesty though. That shit is crazy.
I'm not trying.
Y'all niggas is zesty. Y'all niggas is zesty fool. Like this shit is crazy. Like, I don't know why y'all be moving like that.
Especially when they're older.
Slow down.
It's a lot of exotic words.
Yeah, and I don't know why. I don't know why they be moving so like I don't know why the older cats moving like that. But like that shit is.
When you're like a kid still in school, so like I kind of get it. Like you being goofy, you being a kid.
Yeah.
Like,
but a lot of them is people who feel like that behind that camera.
You see people blowing up.
But like he just said though, it kind of like supports what I said earlier. Like this is like people who they are behind closed doors. Like some people, they know. Like you know what I'm saying. They're gonna be the adult. They gotta be in real life. They're gonna be the adults, respectful. But behind closed doors, they do like doing kid stuff. You know what I'm saying? Even if we gonna even go to a more adult topic like TikTok, just like let's go like to sex fetishes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's sex fetishes where adults like to be baby. You know what I'm saying? Dress up as kids and you know what I'm saying? And I'm not no way I'm not saying this stuff is weird. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's just not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying it's just not for everybody. And you know that this is how people feel. Like people still be feeling like kids, so they dance up like kids. You know what I'm saying? Grown ass men dance up like kids, 60, 70. Like, you know what I mean? We are recording.
Yeah, but we still doing that.
Oh, that's dope.
Excuse the interruption. She's about to go. Yeah. But back to the show.
Sorry.
But no, yeah. But like, you know what I'm saying? It's just really showing us little people. And I think it's cool. You know what
and the metaverse is just gonna enhance it.
Some of it is too much though.
Is they just gonna? It's just.
So I gotta go back to the point though of this is who people are like. So you feel like every one of these people are like they just cross dressers and shit, and they want to be cross dressers.
I ain't gonna front. A lot of people.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people
all walk around like this in their regular
my mother told me when I was younger, Nick. Real talk. He was like,
Albert.
My mother told me just because a man has a family. Is don't be fooled like that. But I'm saying though,
that's a front.
that plays into everything. Like if you think about it, that's a metaphor for everything. There are a lot of homosexual men who are still live down low lives. That's what I'm saying. There are a lot of cross-dressing men, cross-dressing people who still live like that. That's what I'm saying. Like,
did you notice the guy in Walmart earlier? He had boobs. He was mad, old, and I was like, this nigga had on Uggs while we was looking for the vitamins.
I think I did real quick.
He was standing behind us.
Yeah, I think I did.
You probably didn't notice his boobs. Because he was standing, he was like damn near my height. He had a crew cut. Yo, this nigga was tall. And I seen him lean over to his cart. Now mind you, he had a shirt like mine.
That man got some big ass titties.
But it was just like extra chest. It was just like, it wasn't exaggerated, but it was like, yo, don't mean man boobs, nigga. You did something to those.
But yo, yes, I do. I do think a lot of people. Besides, because it's easy to mask it. It's easy to mask it on TikTok. Like, I'm just following the trend. I'm just trying to get likes. I'm just trying to be cool, which may be true. That could be part of it, but then also the enjoyment of doing it. I think which goes without being said, because you don't have to say that on TikTok. Like, oh, I like cross-dressing to actually dress up to be funny. I think that's I think that's part of it.
Time. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I think
when them niggas get into the metaverse and they avatar is like a blue girl or something. You like nigga.
Innocent guy.
Yeah. So you like nigga, come on now. What are you doing? Like,
and that happened in that movie. That's a movie.
That's a whole video gamer thing.
No, but
gamers do that heavily. Like they like to do that. Like
but I know I feel a lot of people going.
But if I go to the metaverse, I don't think I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be like a monster or some shit. Like I'm be an animal.
People gonna be crazy.
If I can, I'll probably not be me.
There you go. What would you be?
And I'm not. I'm not like a creep. Like, I'm not trying to creep nobody. I'm not trying to catfish anybody. But that's just gonna be my character.
When they was talking on the other podcast,
I just won't be me.
They were saying how these nerds and stuff going to get in there and how they going to be other characters. Cool. You know what I'm saying? They going to be able to dictate a lot of shit like that. But this shit is crazy. He was like, so one person posed a question. He was like, so what happened if you kill somebody in the metaverse?
You know what I'm saying?
And he was like, because the bitcoins is real. That's real money. You know what I mean? So what happened if the money, like somebody robbed you? Like that's it? Like your bank account is gone? Like what's going on? Like how this shit works? Like they was asking, like somebody getting your digital wallet.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like some shit like that.
So obviously your first rule in the metaverse.
They better have meta police.
Your first rule in the metaverse is get a gun.
The meta judicial system. Like nigga.
Like you scared the meta get a meta gun.
I'm gonna have a meta game.
They were saying that now it's like Fortnite. You gotta click up. You gotta have your crew.
But like yo, deep. This shit is genius because to put a person to think like, hey, the game aspect of it is cool. For them, a person to think, let me take this shit and apply it to niggas' lives. Now I'm gonna have everybody. Now I'm gonna have non-gamers.
You have no choice, though.
But you see, I think
so much money in this.
But you have, like I said, you have no choice because now people, like I said, buying land. Like Snoop, he bought land. So, like I said, where the popular people going to be, that's where the people going to be. You know what I'm saying? That's where all the people. So you going to set it. We going to want to set up in the metaverse.
Why are people buying? Is it cheap? It's
cheap right now.
Only land has been a.
This is different in digital. Yeah, it's different in digital space. You know
so they're buying digital.
Nigga,
I'm gonna live in an RV in the metaverse.
But it's like,
all over.
Oh yeah, that's smart.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
I'm going to this spot, nigga. Where you
I'm gonna live on Snoop land for a little bit. Have some weed, nigga.
Yeah, you can do all that in the metaverse.
He said we're gonna live on Snoop land.
But I think this shit is getting popping because they probably been working on this kind of stuff for a long time because we've always like kind of joked about this kind of stuff and like talked about stuff like this happening. But they see GTA roleplay popping the fuck off.
Dude, that shit ridiculous.
And that's what this is in the video game. You're role playing. You're making up your own life. You're just doing whatever you want to do.
That's what I'm saying.
And they're like, oh, this is popping. This is the time to drop.
For a person to take the game idea and apply this shit to like niggas' lives is very genius. It's scary, but it's very genius though. Like whoever thought about it and they actually made it happen, like got the technology and the people behind this are supportive. This takes a lot of people. This takes a lot of things.
Because
this shit is
crazy. Watch too much sci-fi, and I see the dark web, and I see niggas get caught in the metaverse and some of these shits. Not they body, but
all you had to do was watch Black Mirror.
We already in the metaverse.
Yeah.
Then you making the Matrix within the Matrix. That's kind of how the movie Resurrections was. It's like the way the nigga, the one Keanu Reeves.
That's why I was saying the Matrix Resurrections was kind of
talk about it.
Like how they always troll society. They hit that on the head. They trolled society with the movie. Not a good movie, but they hit that part on the head.
Exactly. He made the Matrix himself. But he was the creator in the Matrix.
He got caught up in
it. That's how they played it off.
Zones of Matrix.
And then I remember
levels in a way.
And that's how they repeated his Matrix.
And I remembered in the beginning of the Matrix, one guy said that he was like, "Yo, put me back in the Matrix where I was somebody." Because in the real world, he wasn't. He was like, "Put me back in the Matrix."
It's like how you describe people going in there and changing their persona and living a life that they wish they could live, that they can't live
outside.
Yeah,
reality.
in their reality.
But how is that? Now, my thing is this though. How is that going to affect you socially though?
Socially, it'll tie into that whole
you
movie thing that we be looking at.
Negative, because you're still like, think about this. If you're in the metaverse, you would still have to communicate with people. Like if you're going to be getting by. So I mean, you might improve on your communication skills. It might be weird to talk to people face to face.
Yeah,
but some people are going to benefit
right.
from that because they're going to be more confident.
I honestly think, like, look at
some people want to soak in their metaverse personas.
Like, if you look at the type of videos that's on the internet, I honestly think the internet took it like it just reversed out of nowhere. You know how first the internet took away like the whole interaction thing? Like, it was like more so people complained about how people weren't outside and not interacting more. Now you can look on the internet and see millions of people interacting. Yeah. So it's more so it's
but
like
they're interacting via the internet.
But it's still
no. I mean, I'm talking about the videos actually like where people are interacting. Like people are like,
all right, I thought that was
like going up to each other, talking to each other, like they're going up to strangers.
It taught them how.
To interact. I get like the next generation, it flipped.
But see that
does that carry over to real life?
Exactly. He's saying that to some degree.
I'm saying to some degree it does.
That's what I'm saying.
Because some of those people are probably going to have that, like I said, that movie effect where it's like, oh shit, the metaverse is down. What am I going to do? Because they developed only a way to socialize through it, and then once it goes down, they're going to fucking have a nervous breakdown. They're not going to come out. They're going to have depression. You know what I'm saying? Probably.
And what I'm going to say, the way the world's transforming, meaning you get all these fucking Amazon fucking factories. We just robots out here in reality. Like, we just going through the motion. Like, go to work, go home, pay the bill. But when you jump on the metaverse, nigga, you popping. You got the club. You young again. You know what I'm saying? You do it. You got, you chilling. So my thing, so what my thing is this, people gonna be forgetting about
work.
Yeah, real shit.
I ain't going to work. I'm going to the verse, nigga.
I'm making my money on working.
I'm making job turkey every minute.
I'm making my money on my phone. I got Bitcoin.
That nigga don't even got a house. He just got Wi-Fi from a McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly.
That nigga in Starbucks. Yeah. Just sipping his coffee.
If he got coffee.
Can you be a billionaire in the metaverse and broke in the fucking life?
I'm pretty sure.
But you could be nervous. I mean, mental.
There should be no reason why you have that much money in the metaverse. You be broken.
Hold up.
No.
You said the money from the metaverse.
Because see, when I
buy you stuff in real life.
Yeah, because see, it's like
you gotta have some type of balance. If you make money in the metaverse, you're not broke in real life.
No.
People are supposed to be broke in the metaverse.
If you make money in the metaverse, you can spend it on real life.
That's what he's saying.
Oh wait, so I could be a billionaire in the metaverse?
So that's why when you can be broke, you shouldn't be broke.
But check this out. But what I'm saying is all of it is electricity. Current is no real paper. It's no paper.
But you still can buy physical stuff.
But hold on.
You know what Bitcoin can buy?
This is what I'm telling you. This is why I'm saying people are going to stay in the house. What I'm saying is people are going to get careers on the metaverse. Niggas gonna have their wallet. Niggas gonna have billion. Nigga, you gonna be able to pay your rent. You ain't gonna need no money.
Nigga, why would I go to work if I could pay my rent?
No. I wouldn't stay in the house, and I get you. Why would you go to work?
Yeah,
but why would you stay home?
No, but what I'm saying, people are gonna get scared.
I'm going to Hawaii. I'm gonna set up shop.
Wait till you start.
I'm gonna go to France. I'm gonna set up shop.
Check this out, though. This is where I get it.
Can you die in the metaverse?
And this is where I'm getting ready to get at. Now, you chilling. Now, you exposing yourself in reality. Somebody figure out who you are. That's it. It's a wrap.
So who are they coming after?
They coming after you.
You or the meta you?
No, they coming after you. Yeah.
And they gonna make you play?
No, they gonna take your shit.
Black Mo. I found out who you are in real life, MoeBlak.
Oh, they take your information.
Yeah, they gonna take your pen and they gonna get in your wallet. If this dude, his Bitcoin account went up because he invested in the beginning.
He posted it?
No, hold on, but he threw away the service driver. This nigga.
Oh, yeah, he lost it. Yeah, he lost
this nigga. I heard this nigga been digging in that damn dumpster for I don't know how long, looking for that debt, cause he a billionaire. In the metaverse, he's a billionaire.
Yeah, I heard.
But he don't got no access.
What dumpster? Like the world dumpster?
Right now, the world dumpster. Yeah,
the world dumpster's in the ocean.
Physical drive out that has the information.
No, but
No, but I'm talking about
for his driving the trash.
Yeah, when it happens.
His trash could be anywhere.
Yeah, cause he went insane.
Yo, but not honestly, I heard about this guy.
A pig
he had billions. Yeah.
It's probably bread now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is this money sitting there. It's this money sitting there now.
Like nobody can touch it.
Yeah,
like,
it's this money sitting there.
Nobody can touch it.
That's
crazy.
fucked
up.
That's really fucked up. But what is he doing digging in the dumpster?
He wanted to be rich.
He wanted his money.
You can't find that.
He went insane.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's messed up. But see now, look, somebody need to help that man. You better get his ass back on the verse and start all over, nigga. The ground up, nigga. J.D. Rockefeller.
You never saw that movie, Game 1, Hero 1, whatever?
Ready Player One?
Ready Player One.
And when the lady,
that's what I was talking about.
When the husband killed the lady's thing, and she was pissed, nigga. She went ham. She was like, "You killed my avatar. I got to start all over." She went crazy, bro. I was like, she was like, "I'm gonna pay rent. I'm gonna do this."
So that was the Metaverse movie. That was the original movie.
Yeah, it was one crazy. Of them. Yeah, one of them.
I heard that. I never watched it.
Imagine you rich and walking in white man account.
I seen it. Advertising before.
It's actually exactly what we're talking about. How people
it's the beginning. It's the beginning of.
But this was like This was more like an apocalyptic scene. Okay. So of course they needed that money.
But that's where it's going to.
They based it.
It's going. That's what I'm saying.
We not living like they were living like in boxes.
No, they was living in
trailers. That's what I imagine this.
They living.
Living like in trailers.
I would imagine it developing into that from here.
Millions of people will have to die for it to be like that.
No.
I think
people in Brooklyn
it's
living in trailers.
I think it's insinuated though, like for like
it's
movies like that, for like the world to look like that.
To that extent.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it'll be a lot of pockets like that, maybe. Not everything.
Yeah.
Nothing is going to be that cataclysmic.
I've seen that. I've seen it in Brooklyn.
I don't think it's going to be that cataclysmic to where the whole world.
Like it was just a city that is just dust. Like that's how the
living like niggas gonna be in their island still. You gonna have them people still in Senegal that's away from this shit. You gonna have people that don't want to touch this shit, but you're gonna have societies that do that go on, and pockets of people that are rich. And
I think that's insinuated in those type of movies too, because you always got that one community they be trying to get to. That should be benevolent as fuck, like you feel what I'm saying.
Me and B was just talking about that. And every even in the Book of Eli. Yeah. Remember when he had to go to San Francisco?
Oh, I Am Legend.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
Everything is San Francisco.
San Francisco.
In all these movies, like, you gotta go to San Francisco.
Go there. I know. We know we need to fucking go to the apocalypse.
But yeah, that shit's the metaverse. I think
everybody gonna be there.
I really think it's gonna be a dividing thing with that whole shit. You're gonna have people like me that's just scared, that's paranoid, like I ain't fucking with that shit. You're gonna get caught in that shit. And then you gonna have people that.
Are you gonna join the metaverse?
I'm not gonna have no choice.
Nico, are you going to join the metaverse?
Especially if you want your business to drive, for point blank.
Barry, are you going to join the metaverse?
I tell you what, at this point right now, I'm scared.
I'll do it. I might do it right now.
I told people years ago.
You ready to jump in like Barry?
I told people.
It ain't gonna be a Pokemon character. Like
that's kind of fire.
Don't ever let them tell me to the server like that.
You can make your own character.
I would definitely be.
But who? But wait. I got a question. Because when the dude said something about porn, now what are you watching? Like a porn film?
Oh, all right.
Are you looking at Mario do porn?
Oh yeah, no, you watch cartoon porn. He said that too.
So you watching Avatar as fuck?
No, check this out. And this is bump, and I never some business dude. He went off for porn. He was like, wherever the porn game go, that's where the money at. He was like, look at what cable. He was like, with generated cable.
Yeah, porn. I mean that's a lot.
He was like, with generated the internet. porn. Was generating this what you call it? Yeah, was generating this shit. He's like
sex sales.
Yeah,
I tweet that all the time.
That shit
Sex sales,
crazy.
and everybody knows what they doing. Everybody act like they posting pictures and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just for nothing. Except for me, because you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to sell none of my shirt over and shit like that. But like,
you mean? Yeah, Moby.
But like,
clean up, nigga.
But like, everybody else know what they doing. They trying to get some selling. Y'all trying to get some money, man. For real.
Most times he's experimenting while you guys know what you're doing.
Exactly.
He's just trying shit.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing this.
You're like, this natural.
I'm just saying, it's so weird. Like, I told people years ago I would never join TikTok. I finally joined TikTok. Mainly because Kayla was sending me all of these TikTok videos via text, right? So I was like, man, you know what? These shits is kind of funny. And I said, they don't seem too harmful. You know what I'm saying? They don't seem too harmful. This she was sending me informative one. It wasn't even the funny one. It was the informative dude that was talking about shit that I be into. And I'm like, okay, fine. So at this point, now if the metaverse has something appealing to me,
it's gonna be like that.
You know what I'm saying?
You know they gonna put it on the platform.
You know what got me on TikTok? There's a dude talking about motherfucking animals. He's very popular, very famous on TikTok. He tells you like facts about animals. Y'all probably see a young black dude.
He is funny too.
Yeah, he's funny too. Yeah. He's like one of the reasons why I got on TikTok. I'm like, yo, this is some informative shit. And then you do find a lot of information.
So imagine you sitting next to that dude in the metaverse.
I don't care to sit next to people.
I'm just saying. They
in a lecture room, maybe
because
with somebody.
What I'm saying is that's why I said I'm gonna have to get on it because companies are gonna have to interact with their consumers.
I get that. I understand that aspect.
So you could sit now. The guy also was saying you could be next to somebody that's in another country.
Yeah, I see the poison aspect of it with the porn and stuff like that. That's why I wouldn't want to get into that. Yeah. Because porn is a fucking toxic thing for the mind. That's facts. That's
facts. Yes.
Like I'm not trying to knock nobody for nothing.
The culture is
necessarily.
To porn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I've been away from. I still got porn and all that stuff. I ain't gonna sit up here and act like nothing. But I know what it does and what it can do. So I wouldn't want to get into it for that matter, right?
Somebody else said that too.
And I know a lot of people
it fucks up the brain.
No, it really does. It fucks up your whole outlook on. If you're into women, you look at them in a different way as opposed to how you really supposed to look at them. Yeah. You know, it's a fictional. It's like what they would call a false sense of security.
You start expecting them to be
Photoshop. Yeah, exactly. You're expecting them to do stuff. You're expecting to talk to them a certain way.
I think even women.
Like, what the fuck? Like, come here, baby, suck it. Like, what the fuck? Where you get that from?
But I think women get that.
Women get
that same false sense too, though, about like men and about what men should do in the bedroom and how they should be like.
Yeah, but I remember, like, you right.
One girl told me like, you eat ass? No, I don't eat ass. She's like, she got like a pole. Like, you don't eat ass?
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't eat ass.
Women think it's like a thing now too. Yeah. And niggas just be like,
I'm done.
No, so, but that's where internet. That's what I was saying earlier. Some things is not for internet. Some people be going too far. You know what I saw yesterday, real quick? I'm thirsty as shit. Something on TikTok. This girl said, when your boyfriend meets your sexual fetishes, right? So this was just her. She's playing all the roles. She had a boyfriend saying, "Hey," and then her first sexual fetish was like, let's just say, I think it's bondage. You know, people like to get tied up. That's cool. You know, whatever. Right? So he's like, "Hey, nice to meet you." And then in the fucking closet comes rape fetish.
What?
Exactly. So it's like that right there. That was too much to put on the internet. Like, y'all putting too much on the fucking internet. Like, I don't understand why people. And this is probably like young. She look way younger than older ones. See what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. But
the young ones be saying it.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like they're getting too comfortable with just saying anything. And that's why I'm like, why would you put that? It's like, boyfriend meets sexual. Okay, bondage, cool. They all say rape fetish comes out of nowhere. And then now like people. But then like they got this thing on TikTok called story time. So people put story time and they want to see like they want to know the backstory of things. So she puts the story time up, and then it's just like, I'm not gonna repeat the story nothing like that, but I'm just like, little girl, you're doing too fucking much. Like, one, you shouldn't put the video. You know what I'm saying? And now you're explaining You know what I'm saying? And it's just too fucking.
They feel
much.
comfortable.
You gotta slow it down.
And now when they get an avatar, it's a wrap.
That's like cosplay in a way. Just having an avatar. Period. You know. Cosplay is cool. I like it. Don't get me wrong. It's interesting in real life and seeing certain female how they
niggas just gonna
creative with it,
in
especially
anime costumes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, it's having an effect, just like the internet has an effect still. It's just a greater level of internet. You know, it's more interactive, and that's it.
I ain't gonna lie, Brian, he's scared of it. He don't want it. He be telling me, he's like, yo, Dad, that joint really true. I'll be like, yo, it is. I ain't trying to scare you, but that's the way your world is leading to right now. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be the main ones up in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? All the Fortnite and with your Grand Theft Auto and all them dudes that really know how to work.
All right, so the question we've been asking, how do you die in there? Like, so does your character get killed and you just get shut down?
I don't know, because I've been watching.
Restart,
I've been watching on TikTok, T Grizzly and his boy. They in the metaverse, I guess, whatever, and they going around robbing people. And they had this one dude, and they stuck him up. And the dude was on the headphones. You hear him like, "Yo, y'all really gonna take my money, bro? Like, yo, come on, man. Like, y'all really gonna do this?" And they took his bread. Like, you know what I'm saying? They had him by gunpoint. The other dude handcuffed him, and they left him there. I was like, yo, this is for real? I was like, nah, this ain't for real.
I mean, it's probably a setup. It probably is fake. But imagine, all right? So imagine it's real. Let's just say it's real. To dude saying like, yo, y'all really gonna take my money, da-da-da. That means they spared him. Now, what gave them the incentive to spare him? Because do they know in the metaverse that they can go down for more than just robbery? That they can go down for murdering? So it's not that simple to just kill somebody? Because something can happen to your profile?
Imagine if you could go in jail real life for you killing an avatar.
That would be bugged out.
That would be insane.
I highly doubt that'll happen.
They have
depending if the money aspect comes into play.
Murdered him and now he lost all his money?
Yeah. Well, that's wild. Like the robbery aspect. But if you take somebody's life in the metaverse, this is how I'm imagining it. They fuck with your profile, nigga. You delete it. I think you delete it. That's your jail. That's your punishment. That's what I would assume.
And you can't get back in
there for 2 days
or something.
Ooh, that'd be crazy. You can't make.
You gotta
money.
start all over.
Oh, you can't pay your rent.
Right. That'd be your judgment. Right. So. That's the judgment.
Maybe you have nothing.
But when you rob somebody,
like you're born again.
Now, if you rob somebody in the fucking metaverse now, and you get caught in real life, they find out who you are. Jail time should be because you are robbing them of their assets, just like you would have in real life if you would have came into their crib and be like, "Yo, stuck them up, give me everything I saved up, whatever." You know what I'm saying? So I would imagine, and your profile gets taken away, nigga. So you're going to jail.
Imagine all the people with the dope profiles and one just get taken away. Remember how little Booty was mad because he got banned from Instagram?
Right.
Imagine somebody getting banned from the metaverse. They'd probably kill themselves.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm thinking about it because like it's so much a video game, but if there is real money, real crypto involved, that puts a bad spin on things.
Right.
Because that can get ugly.
It can.
Like if you're like in a neighborhood and your neighborhood basically paying like the neighborhood you're in, it depends on how these servers are built up. What if the person next door to you is in that same server as you and they know you balling out the buku, my nigga?
That's what I'm saying.
And you got a criminal living next to you in real life.
Right.
And he's in that server, he see you balling out the buku in the metaverse. He come over to get the computer and shit like that and
Either he does it himself or they conspire to have somebody else do it. They conspire to set you up.
Fuck the criminal, it could be jealousy, it could be a normal person. It's just what you
he got that girl in the metaverse I want.
What you doing with the girl in the metaverse? Like, how does that work too? Because it was sex.
And then another thing, the catfishing. Imagine, remember you was like, the catfishing. The catfishing
gonna go nuts.
Well, you read somebody good conversation, they look nice in the metaverse. You're like, oh man, she look like a goat out here.
I could never meet you in real life.
But
I'm about to go bag me a real life celebrity on the metaverse. I'm sorry.
But that's why it's best to be everybody to be something weird in the metaverse because that kind of forces you to make that connection. Now, if you a goat and I'm a motherfucking octopus and we meet in the metaverse and we saying cool shit, it's like that kind of forces like you know what I'm saying? I don't know what you look like. You know what I look like. We have to meet each other.
We gonna have these goat octopus
There's
babies.
no catfish in there. We're both fucking animals and creatures and shit.
Yeah, it
you know what I'm
shouldn't be
saying?
because whoever's that stupid
You
to see Jessica Rabbit and be like, yo.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, come on, like.
What he said? I ain't catch what Nico said.
No, this is getting funny.
He just laughing at my example with the goat octopus.
Yeah, that's.
You gonna have this goat octopus baby.
Word, man. I mean, you
gonna have these damn horns.
Megan Good.
Like, how you gonna show up in real life? You gonna be like, this ain't the goat.
And it ain't Megan
like, you
Good.
ain't the goat. Like, what's
You look more like Jabba the Hutt.
Hairy,
what the fuck?
hairy ass octopus.
No, but that's already happening when people like getting bullied and shit like that in the metaverse.
That's crazy.
That's wild. Come on, you going cause even I ain't putting my little man business out there.
Talking shit too.
But even on Fortnite, he was like, I had to put it down. He was like, these grown men be wilding up there and shit like that. Yeah, you be talking and shit. And I was like, and you can't get to him, especially a dude like me. You remember, I told you what happened with the whole Rihanna thing.
What happened? Wait. What were they saying to nephew?
Oh no, he was in a group on the thing, and they wasn't saying it to him. They would just cursing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You ever you saw that thing you like with your son be saying on the video game? Oh yeah. Those little kids be wilding.
Nigga, I know, Brandon. Yo, this is for years. I've experienced this with the stepkids, man. Like, I'd hear them at 3, 4 in the morning. Kayla, like thinking I'm asleep or whatever. They be in there talking some crazy shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'll come over there.
They sound like different people. They don't talk the same. Their language is completely different. These kids. When you in the next room and they thinking you sleep or you not paying attention, or they thinking they talking low, and it's like, this nigga talks like this?
Yo.
Like, what the fuck?
Wild out.
Yeah, yo.
The metaverse ain't nothing more than Call of Duty without killing people go crazy.
Yeah, no doubt.
Can you have weapons in there?
Yeah, I was just telling them about.
Go get it. Better get an arsenal, arm to the teeth.
Better gunshot, nigga.
Yeah.
You could sell your sneakers. You could go to Foot Locker up there.
But see, that's cool. Like when I first heard about that, like yo, you gonna be going around and you gonna be selling stuff. You gonna go in the stores, but you're not gonna be in the stores. You can buy stuff, but you ain't gotta go. So it's like shopping online and you're having fun. It's like playing like that NBA Live shit.
Like,
I was kind of like,
because it's based on the real world.
Yeah.
I don't know how much based off the real world it is. I'm pretty sure it's inspired by.
Because it's not like Roblox. You ain't gonna be building your house out of blocks and shit. Right?
So my thing is
that's when the NFTs come in.
I don't think it's like mapped out like the real world though.
No, it's gonna be mapped out like Fortnite.
I'm about to say it's like fake grass.
Yeah. It's probably like servers where you can like eventually get into different type of servers like a Minecraft has. Like,
Minecraft.
Different things.
You see Harry Potter Land. These things are gonna be in there with brooms and
LARPing servers for those people who like to LARP.
Oh, like Swords Art Online.
Yeah.
That's an anime where
that's what
they
I've always
had
thought
like
about.
many different Well, the first one was just one, and then the second one when the information got released, they made many different worlds. For like
that is
anything.
Wow, I'm picturing this shit. Like I'm in a fucking world with this thing on. There's a fucking dragon flying over my head.
Yo, this is how
Mario standing there chilling waiting for the bus. Like what the fuck?
This is how they get you. No, this is how they even get you sold even more. They got y'all sold with the cosplay. But then what's that shit? That TV show? Undress the Star. You know that show on Fox? Where they dancing in the exotic costumes?
Dancing with the Stars?
No.
Nah, I know. Not singing. Not that singing one.
The celebrity one?
It's a celebrity
with the
thing.
singer.
Yeah, you got to guess who's underneath the costume.
Right, they were singing.
And what they singing?
Yeah. The mass singer and all that.
Avatar, look, they getting the world used to that shit. Like they got all the exotic play and shit and all that
shit. That's what they do.
Yeah,
that's exactly
they getting conditioning.
And I was gonna say earlier that with the way the world is going, how they trying to make people stay home and shit like that, that's the perfect way to get you to stay the fuck home.
Like, hey, you might as well just stay here. It's dangerous out there.
All you gotta do is get off the metaverse to go piss and eat and clean yourself.
Anyway.
Right, exactly.
Everything else can be done from the metaverse.
And then they gonna be running around doing all kinds of crazy shit, running concentration camps and all this crazy
around
shit.
here.
Why everybody running in your house while you sleeping in the metaverse?
Yeah, zombie out.
Zombie out. All kind of needles and seeing how you react.
Godzilla gonna walk by your house in real life, you in the metaverse.
Yep, just chilling like.
I mean that brings on the question of like, right?
This nigga, yo, where they brought him out at? They taking his ass to the fucking dungeon and shit.
They gonna move all that Section 80. What is it? Section 80, whatever it is.
All that shit.
Area 51.
Area 51.
Yeah. I said the Kendrick Lamar.
It's just gonna
Section 80.
Section 80.
Yeah, Section 8, Section 9.
Area 51. They gonna start transporting all that Area 51 shit to a different place.
Yeah, man. Why everybody sleep?
It's gonna be
you gonna wake up and see a goat octopus just walk by like, what the fuck? I know that ain't a goat octopus.
They gonna see it. They gonna see it.
Hell yeah.
Gonna be in the metaverse.
That shit crazy.
Let me see like.
But yeah,
but nah, hey man, we can stay on this for a little longer, but
Yo, the NFTs is a big thing in there, and now I see why it is now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I'm like, wow.
NFTs,
nah, but see,
I'm learning a little bit as I'm I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna get into it.
Yo, I was so mad when
I know a little.
Now
it's
an app.
Easy.
Yeah, it's an app now where people
But I hear
with
though,
the Bitcoin.
I hear though for NFTs though, like all right. So I hear though you have to have like a follow. It's like you have to be basically known for like.
So check this out.
Sell.
Nah, you got all you could do what Bilal doing. He gets with a publishing company, and they basically get a percentage of your artwork. Your
right,
NFT.
but there's people who've done it by themselves, within their private circle, and they sold shit for billions. Are they selling shit for billions? Like are they selling Bilal shit for billions?
No,
and that's what these people are selling.
See, that's
billions and billions.
no, that's
of dollars,
the gimmick.
like, or whatever.
Because see, rich people.
Whatever it calculates to,
it's like clothing. Think about it. You can put out a clothing brand, and Fabulous can put out a clothing brand.
Yeah. It's the gimmick. Like
somebody's gonna make more money there, and it's probably not gonna be used.
So
yeah,
like,
right.
well,
I just mean like for NFTs to sell like at that, cause you know when we first introduced NFTs, right? Boom, they hit us with the crazy numbers. This shit's selling for like $1 million, whatever Eurythium, whatever it was. Like you know, so everybody,
Eurythium,
whatever it called.
That sound like something out the Bible.
Whatever. That's
one of them. Yeah, coins.
Yeah, it's
coins.
That's like something out the Bible. But like you know what I'm saying, they hit us with all that, so we all got to track. The whole world got to track NFTs overnight. Everybody went crazy. Like, look at this amount of money I can make. Oh my god, let me make an NFT. But like in actuality though, like you know what I'm saying, if you just you make an NFT and nobody wants it because it's your NFT and you like not to diss anybody, like I'm gonna use me for nobody else to be offended. I make an NFT and I'm me. Like if you're not really in tune to MoeBlak, then you're not gonna want to buy my NFT for like you know what I'm saying millions of dollars. So it's like, I feel like that shit is for like Rihanna and them. Like you feel what I'm saying?
No, I was gonna say it's for them
comparison because you obviously gotta sell at a lower price than the person who's rich. Like you sell your NFTs for like dimes.
Like one kid was
one. I want that shit after seeing millions, Nick. Like,
no, you do because the back end is the artist still get revenue if that painting and shit sells. So if you sell that shit for like a G and you building your brand up, the person that bought it, that's
you always get it. Yeah. Okay, I know that much about it. Yeah. So no matter how many times it sell, you always
get that little back end. So that's what I'm saying. Like Bilal, he cutting himself short because he's getting with these publishing companies. Right. You know what I'm saying? You getting bread, but you ain't getting the much back end that you was supposed to be getting if you would have went, money and shit like that.
I mean,
people got shares in
If he just doesn't want to do that part of the work, he ain't really losing out on nothing.
Nah, you're right.
It's not really.
You're right.
Absolutely.
Right. But my thing is this.
If he's gaining something.
But my thing is this.
Yeah, there's really no loss there though.
Unless he wants to do that part of the work.
Yeah.
It's the metaverse. Now let's say your shit goes up in the metaverse. They making billions. You out here struggling. What type of shit is that?
That's the game. You sold it at that low ass price.
How did that happen?
You in the metaverse.
Yeah.
Remember how I said every time you resell, they get into it.
It doesn't work like that in the metaverse. You're saying?
No, it does. If you resell it, like say they reselling the NFTs in the metaverse. Right. Let's say you got something and you resell it for such and such. Metaverse bucks, whatever. That company gonna see that percentage. While Bilal is going to get like 10 cents off of that shit.
I mean, from the little knowledge we've been saying, I just feel like you can't be broke in real life if you have a lot of money in the metaverse. If you're able to buy things, because honestly, bitcoins. I know I can't speak the most about bitcoins, but I do know niggas have billions of dollars out here. They living $1 billion lives off bitcoins. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas going to be, like I said, people going to be paying their rent. But what I'm saying is, when somebody come and steal your shit, or you don't got something like this.
But that's on the off chance. You can't just say win.
Ain't no off chance. That shit, they showing this shit. Like I was telling them, Grizzly.
If it's a sure thing, then why would they still if it's a sure thing, I'm gonna join the metaverse and get robbed. That's what you're telling me.
Basically,
why would anybody join that? Why would they? Oh, because they're gonna click up.
They're gonna click up
exactly.
They're gonna click up.
And aside from clicking up, his was most likely gonna end up on a security.
Security, yeah.
So it's not gonna happen.
So basically, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
That's
you're gonna have the black web. It's gonna happen. People gonna gain people wallets,
but it's not gonna be as
popular.
Easy.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be as.
That's frequent. Now, niggas got credit cards and shit. Niggas can't scamming all that other shit now. You know what I'm saying? It's every
the only
time
thing with the metaverse is just doing is you're there.
Right now, yeah, you're
in the computer. You're in the laptop. You're in the phone. You're in your device.
Yeah.
Physically, for the most part. Like I said, Mario over there waiting for the bus, talking to fucking Halle Berry and shit. The fuck?
That's crazy. You know who else got us in tune? Space Jam. It's gonna look like Space Jam.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna look just like Space Jam.
Part 2.
Yeah, part 2. Ralph or something like that.
Yep. All that.
Wreck-It Ralph.
I'm dressing up like Spider-Man.
You know how many Spider-Man is gonna be?
Spider-Man gonna be everywhere. I'm gonna see Spider-Man.
I got it. Yo, check this out. It's over.
As long as I can do this, why would I give a fuck?
It's over. You know how much they gonna be? You gonna be paying for them skins? Niggas gonna be going crazy.
He's a paying for the skins.
Just give me the website and shit.
And if you don't got the latest skin, cause Brian be killing me. If you don't got the up-to-date shit, you gonna get played. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, I'm gonna be walking around looking like Hope.
Niggas gonna have the 2002. This looking like a old man.
87 one. Nigga, that top.
It's so crazy because video games really have done that. They talk about skins and shit in video games and that does not equate to your skill, my boy. At all.
For what?
It's just skins.
It don't,
people
but
make a big deal about
they make a big deal out of it.
It does not equate to your skill, bro. If you stink, you stink. I don't care if you have every skin.
You smelly ass.
All that means is you paid for a lot of shit.
Yeah, really. You spend money in the game.
Cold, right?
Oh yeah.
If I like the game, I'll pay for some shit.
I mean, that Jim Jones situation was crazy. We was gonna mention that.
That's crazy. That was weird.
People having cultural, traditional.
Is that a cultural?
According to a play, somebody he knew that we know actually was taught the same way. And
that's
they
crazy.
are of quote unquote black descent. Now Jim Jones is half black, half Puerto Rican. His mother, I think, identifies more with the Puerto Rican side. So maybe this is some kind of, like I said, cultural. Now I don't know exactly what. They're both from the city.
You have Puerto Rican.
They're both from New York.
Have I reacted like somebody who does really?
And this is
I'm just asking about the culture.
This is the only time I've ever heard of people speaking of their mothers teaching them how to French kiss, and these are both New York natives that I am making reference to. Jim Jones being a public figure, the one that outed the whole situation as a child being taught to kiss by his mother, French kiss by his mother, and we got some explaining to do. You know, as to what's going on behind closed doors. Much stuff is coming out, and for somebody to put something like that out there, even though he swears he was joking, and then his mother goes right behind him.
He wasn't joking.
And then she basically, what's the word I'm looking for? She co-signs it, or she confirmed it. She confirmed that it wasn't a joke. Like, come on now. So what I mean by is, like, we got some explaining to do is as like these hidden toxic traditions and stuff like that our families, what do you call it? I said it wrong, but it's a phrase for it or whatever. Traditional curses and stuff like that or whatever.
That's not a traditional curse. That's weird.
But it is weird. But like I said, it was two people that I've heard of. So now and this is what I'm getting to. It's like, as far as like being honest and this stuff coming out. Now, how often does this happen? Has this happened? And what role does it play in a lot of people's mental states that we consider nutty or just be bugging out and all that? And there's certain thing, or sexually hyperactive or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Is it because they've been abused in these ways? You know, or some sort of way similar. You know what I'm saying? So in a way, it's good that came out. But then again, it's telling. It's very telling, because I feel like a lot of this stuff has been going on, and a lot of people just, of course, wouldn't speak on that.
I mean, but you can look at it this way too. Like, it's disgusting, just like a uncle having sex with his niece. Like that happens. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. Like that
those
happens.
Are the traditional. You know, those are the family secret. They see that. My
like
bad.
this
so
is
that's
this,
not a
this is a lot of shit that's in our culture.
That's a dark family secret, of course. However, it is definitely not much different, but it's different in the sense that it's intercourse. There's a child, of course, being involved. So that brings the same aspect. There's a sexual content to it. Yeah, that brings the element. But this is a mother supposedly teaching, her child, as opposed to straight up.
This is a medical condition.
As opposed to straight up taking advantage like an uncle would do.
There's a medical condition for that, and that is called. It's actually something that I personally have in my personal studies last year, 2021. Before I've been studying it. It's called enmeshment, and it's basically when a parent places the child in the position of the missing significant other or spouse or anything like that. So you know what I'm saying?
Called,
yes,
all these girls be out here doing that.
So it's basically it goes, and it's very crazy because I've studied.
Now my daughter and I had this conversation.
And it goes as simple as
her friend supposedly might be going through.
Yeah, no, it goes as simple as like a parent even saying like you're my best friend, or you're the reason why you taught me how to love. Like, parents, like as a parent, you're not supposed to be taught how to love from a child. You're supposed to learn how to love from your spouse. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that you have that connection with. That's for another grown person position. So when people say that, they gotta, you know what I'm saying? I could go deep into it, but I'm not, because I've definitely got. But you know what I'm saying? But so that's what she's displaying there. She's displaying basically what they call parental parentification, and that's basically, you know what I'm saying, her putting Jim Jones in a position where, you know what I'm saying, where his father or any, you know what I'm saying, any her love potential should be. And that right there was it's an extreme case that I think that don't get spoken about a lot, because, you know what I'm saying, like you said, we just heard about two, like one being our boy personally and another Jim Jones, but like it's probably just as prominent and just as, you know what I'm saying, just as there as like rape incest within the family. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, like, because those things don't get spoke about either. And that's why I said, like, you know what I'm saying, the uncle having sex with his niece. You know what I'm saying? Not just because they're both sexual acts, but because that stuff right there doesn't get spoken about, like, you know what I'm saying, within families a lot too. Like, you know what I'm saying, people get touched all the time, stuff like that. And this is the type of stuff that people don't get, they you know what I'm saying, they later come out with. Like, Jim Jones, even himself, he basically just admitted to, like, you know what I'm saying, his own, like, you know what I'm saying, his own trauma, you know what I'm saying, from the shit. Like, because, you know what I'm saying, people don't know how to identify their trauma. So he's basically identified his trauma from it, you know what I'm saying, by admitting it to the world. Like, you know what I'm saying, we don't know whether this was his way of getting it out, or, you know what I'm saying, I don't know why. Like, I think I saw the clip. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, I saw the clip real quick, but you know what I'm saying, but that's what it's called though. Like, it's called enmeshment. When parents put, you know, kids in that position, and, you know, it's just it's something that a lot of people are traumatized by and don't know it. Don't know it. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. But yo, I don't mean to interrupt and wrap it up like
but yeah,
that.
we gotta do that because I gotta go make some money. Shit.
And intervenes. But yo, it felt good to start it off 2022. You know what I'm saying? Get it get it off right. And hopefully we gonna have a good year, man. And let's rock out, man. And that's all I can say. God bless everybody.
And welcome back.
And welcome back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the train or the ball rolling. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about Hit Monkey this week, but we definitely will talk about it next week. Because I know Neek got some good points to say about it. We out.